Good morning. How we doing? We've got a party up in here, and you guys are crushing goals before I even get live. What the heck? We've got Spilled Paintpot, Sly, Norman, hello, Bees, Ravenlord, and Terrea. We're in here pre-partying. Hello, Hail Boop, hello, Rise, hello, Terrea. Thank you so much for those gifted subs. Those are going out to Repray, Paving Mantis, Big Boss, Rain, and Turbo Snail. Enjoy those emotes and those subs from Terrea. Thank you so very much for the support. I appreciate it. Need to go with that short. I'm pretty excited to look at what we got here. So let me catch up with everyone, and then we're gonna dive into some Warmachine today. Slam, hello, how we doing? So today we do have a hashtag ad. This was provided by Steamforge Games, and I'm very, very, very excited to check it out. So this is the new 2-player starter set. This actually came out while we were at Adepticon. So this is Shadows and Scum. So these are the 2 armies that are a part of this box. Pretty neat. I'm gonna go ahead and flip it over so you guys can see. We'll do the read and everything, but I think before we dive in, I just wanted to catch up and see what you guys are up to. Because once we kind of get going, I don't want to stop too much in between stuff. So how we doing today, chat? Let me change some OBS things real quick. Because I was making changes and stuff last night, and there we go. Now I can see everything a little better. That's right, get the subs finished and push further. Okay, so we do need, Terrea mentioned we need a new goal. And I was trying to think of some more fun stuff we could do. I was wondering, would you guys want to watch Scott and I play some paper magic? Maybe try some spell table action on here as a sub goal. Would you guys want to see some of our decks and stuff? Okay, that bot's okay. Story Rat, welcome in. How are you today? Paper magic. I was kind of thinking that, so that could be one of our goals. What you guys just unlocked is chat picks project. So I will pick some fun painty stuff that you guys can pick from. But that could also be a magic repaint. So I'll throw something like that in there too. So I'll get a list of stuff that you guys can pick from. Yes? Okay. The only thing with spell table that I have to figure out is keeping chat, OBS, and then actually being able to use spell table. So that'll be the piece we need to figure out, but I kind of want to try it. So if I can get it sorted out, I may add that as our next sub goal. I'm just trying to find new fun things we can do together. Hellboop says, I don't need a 4th Warmachine faction, but I just gotta look at the website again. I mean, short. I don't think I need to say anything else. Just short. But Wasteland Ranger, hello, how are you? It's been a while, but I saw Warmachine. Steamforge Games has been bringing Warmachine back in a big way. It's really cool to see what they're doing between Warmachine, the P3 Paint Kickstarter and everything. The booth they had at Adepticon was really impressive. They had a large footprint there with a lot of display cases and stuff. It was really cool. Barry, welcome in. How are you? Sorry, says I just booked up an entire Grimkin faction for Warmachine. Oh, I have the pirate, so I can justify the shork. Watch Warmachine get influence in real time. That's right. Who's putting money? Okay, we need to start a pool for where Hellboop buys new stuff. What if I told you? Yeah, they now have their My Mini Factory. You can get files for it. Hey, Story Run, welcome in. Oh, you did the Kickstarter. We decided not to because we already have a lot of paint. But now, I've been replacing more and more of my Citadel paint. I'm kind of kicking myself. I might have to I know they have a little, I think it was 10 paint starter set. I probably should have done it. Warmachine was my first war game. I switched to Age of Sigmar because Warmachine models were very bad after a while. We had some early, I did Hordes, so I had Circle Ouroboros, which have some very cool minis. And unfortunately, our local community was very meta tournament heavy. So we ended up dropping it, but I was a little sad because the minis are so cool. Is this a new project from Reserve? This is from Steamforge Games. So it's Privateer Press. So this is Warmachine. Steamforge Games has kind of stepped in to kind of revive it here. So you're going to see a lot more Warmachine as Steamforge is really taking it and running with it, which is really fun. My paints, I don't want them anymore. Shipping them is a nightmare. But yeah, if you could find a school, I still think a club would be really cool, would enjoy it. Cassiodorus, thank you so much for the Lurkadors. I appreciate it. Oh, Sarah and Avian, hello, how we doing? I'm just letting everybody come in before we get started. What's everyone up to today? Before we dive into the box, because I don't want to like stop too much in between once we start unboxing. The plan today is to unbox and then also build, and I think Sharkman has to get built today. Or like our captain here. He's also very cool. I think the plan for me is to like build one or two from each, and we can kind of paint them here on stream. What do you guys think? If we were to paint one, what do you guys think we should do? I think Sharkman's calling to me too heavy. He's too cool, but this guy is also really fun. For this side, I'm not sure which one. I mean, do we just go for the big one? Do we go for big boy back here? Maybe we do the two biggies? I don't know. It's tough because I know Scott and I will want to try Warmachine. So like eventually I will build all of it, but like I like the big stuff. Both big guys seem representative. I think so. I think might be what we do. Might be what we do. The factions have different sub-factions now called cadres that have some overlap with other armies. Oh, in the same... Okay, I saw that on the back. So that helps me a little bit. As I get... as I learn more about Warmachine, that helps. Wasteland Ranger says, I played Mercenaries, Trolls, and Pigs. Pigs never got any real love. All the good people in the company quit. Let's see over-under in building on your build desk. I mean, we'll see how it goes today. We'll see. I don't mind building. I did build some more, some Conquest yesterday. So I've been building. Play Warmachine next year at Adepticon. Let's go. Let's go. All right. You guys ready? Should we go ahead and dive in? I guess the only thing would be if you see anything, if I go too fast through anything, let me know. But yeah, we'll go ahead and start then. Thank you so much, Steamforge Games, for providing a box to check out. This is the new Shadows Scum box set. So we've got, you can kind of check out, we were already checking out the two armies here. But I'll flip it over and give the read once I give Cake a boop. Thank you so much for that sub for 27 months of support. I appreciate it. What you up to today? We're checking out this new starter set, and I was going to give chat the read here. So we have Step into a World, Forge of Iron and Tempered by War. Get my movie voice on. Across the Iron Kingdoms, where powerful steam engines and arcane magic intertwine, the factions of Warmachine clash in a relentless struggle for dominance. With the world teetering on the brink of chaos, mighty warcasters and warlocks command brutal machines and savage creatures into battle, forging the fates of their unyielding nations in the fires of war. Okay, so inside the box, you'll find two opposing 30-point command cadres, so that's what we were just looking at, in the form of detailed hard plastic miniatures, ideal for starting your Warmachine army. Choose elusive Chimera Wraithring or the cutthroat Southern Creole's Foulbloods. Give control of the other to a friend. Go head-to-head in cinematic battles for hours of entertainment. This box is an excellent way to get into Warmachine or expand your existing collection. So then it does list the units here that we're going to be looking at. And then you'll need dice and measuring device and tokens. So that's what we got. Command cottages, that's right. Just working, Cake, but I have coffee. That's the important bit. Here, Cake. Cheers. Cheers. Of all the companies and of all the games, Warmachine custom cadres and not warbands. Yep. Got a little bit of difference there. Okay, so let's dive in here. Let's see what we got. Let me try and open this here. Actually, I'm going to be annoying, chat. I'm going to record something real quick on my TikTok-y screen. I'm going to be annoying for a second. All right. We're going to tick the talks. That's right. Ooh, big shark. All right. So we've got big. What do we got here? Okay, we have step 1. Scan the code for more info on the set, including instructions how to build your miniatures and how to start playing. Okay, well, we'll have to do that in a moment. Okay, step 2. Download the free Warmachine app for immediate access to the rulebook, plus rules and stats for every model. The app is where you build army lists and learn more about the Iron Kingdoms. During play, it's your dedicated digital companion for checking stats and tracking damage. Look at that. Free app. Who would have thought? Pretty cool. Okay, well, I'm going to save that because we're going to need that here in a moment. We're gonna need that. Let's start. Okay, looks like it might be mixed in here. Let's open this up. Buds, hello, how are you today? Alright, so looks like you got some of the Chimera here. Just a quick look at all the sprues. Seeing if they are labeled. Because this looks like, yeah, this is the other faction. I was trying to see if... It looks like they're on the same sprue, but the sprues are kind of mixed in together. Because that's definitely Foul Bloods. That looks like Shorkman to me. So there's that. And... Plastic, not resin or pewter, or a mix. That was the tough part for old Warmachine. Or those mixed kits. Those are rough. Okay. This looks like the other big boy. So there is large wings. Another smaller dude. That is a lot of the Chimera stuff. Looks like. Yeah, it looks like that's all Chimera. Looks like our Shark Boys are on the other one. I was just trying to see how easy it is to split up for like 2 players. So it looks like each one, or each faction at least, is all on the same sprue, from what I can tell. So we got a lot of Sharky Boys. And it looks like a Chimera was just... didn't make it into the bag with the other ones. So that's what we got. And then we also have bases. So the bases for everyone all in a bag. And that is what is in the box. So I think until we start building, not a whole lot more that I can show. Here is that here's that QR code that we're gonna have to use here in just a second. Let me stop my recording. So we'll have to get the build instructions. No whippy sticks, no dice. It said that those are also needed. How did they phrase it? So it does say also requires 3 6-sided dice, tape measure, handful of tokens. So not in the box, but needed to play. Alright, then I guess we need to scan our QR code. We can get started. Take a look at... I want to see how nice they are to build. So I'm trying to think. A lot of the Steamforged stuff I have is already built. I have like Monster Hunter and Elden Ring. Those are already built, so I'm excited to see here. Boo! Things not included. Boo! Let's see. Let me catch up here. Cost savings, but not printing instructions. Seems like everyone but GW is going this way. It does seem like that. As we kind of look at more systems here, it does seem like more of them are going that way. The bags are missed, but the sprues are... I think it was just the one. I think the Chimera just didn't fit with the other Chimera stuff, so it got put into the... got put in with the other dudes. Surprised they didn't include stuff for Focus or Fury, but you can use anything. Squeezel, welcome in. How are you today? Let me go ahead and scan. I like that the app is also free. Build your lists and everything. All right. Let me see. Let me put that up here. So here is when I scan it. Get in here. Got the app, the Discord, and then instructions. Okay. I think I'm going to follow my heart, and we're going to build a Sharky Boy. That's what I want to build. So let me get that downloaded. And we will Sharky Boy. Oh, got to extract it. Okay, 1 second, chat. Never seen any Warmachine stuff. Interested to see the quality of the sculpts. I am also. The sprues look great. I mean, pretty standard. Got the hard plastic, which is nice. Okay, done. Where are my files at? Sorry, chat. I didn't know I'd have to do this. Let me grab it real quick. See all. Where is Shorky Boy? Oh, all right. Yes. Make sure I had the right thing. Okay. let's dive in here. So here is the, here are the instructions. So I got all of our pieces laid out. So you guys can see what we're working on here. Oh, is this named Chum? That's cute. All right, let me set up here. Usually we have our paper and I can spread out. So let me get this all put away here. And we'll start building little Chum. Those are at least a ton of terrain for Warmachine you can print for free too. Make me look up Army and see what changes are made to them. So many questions, most not applicable to Steamforged. I think that's, yeah. With them kind of stepping in, I'll be honest, when the local community here was not great, I kind of stopped really paying attention to Warmachine. And that's unfortunate, but how it was. So okay, it's I1. Let me turn this bad boy around. Okay. I'm not finding the piece I need. Oh, there it is. Off to a great start. I can't find my piece. If anyone has Warmachines, feel free to at me in the Discord. I mean, we can do it here in chat too. Today is Warmachine Day, so if anyone has questions, I'm sorry that I can't help as much until I start to learn more of it. But we've got Warmachine players. Hailboot mentioned plays Warmachine. Story Rat plays Warmachine. Let me get my file and X-Acto knife. We'll just start cleaning them up. Is anyone else doing some hobby today? What do we got, chat? What do we got going on? I think today I've got to take admin day. I've got to do email. I've got to record some TikToks. I got to do all that today, so I don't know that I'll do too much hobby after stream. Maybe build some more Warmachine if that stuff doesn't take too long. Build the rest of our short boys. The Chimera. I guess we'll see how far we get today. I don't want to fill the chat with Warma yapping. No, absolutely. That is what today is for. We will be Warma yapping today. I just decided to split this box with my buddy. He's taking the sharks. Probably fine in a week or two. Let's go. Well, if you have any questions or even learn before you pick it up, or if you want to see anything, let me know. Thank you again, Steamforged, for sending over a kit so we can check it out today. I'm very excited to get this together. I will apologize to Steamforged. I'm not the best builder. This might take me a little bit, but we're gonna get there. Right as I said that, just on cue. Aiden says, I did hobby last night. More skin, some work on the armor on the Oni. Going with the Oni. I was trying to decide what I want to keep building next. Right, Cake? That was perfectly timed. Did that on purpose. That's what hashtag ad gets you right there. Is that comedic timing. Building some conquest maybe later? Yes. Comedic timing. Alright. Checking fitment here. Making sure I get all the edges cleaned up. I got this box, but I ended up trading it and the rest of the army for my Grimkin, since they announced they're re-releasing the smaller, older factions. Yeah, I used to have Circle, and I thought they were really, really cool. I liked working on them, but unfortunately, this area just in general, like it's not even just Warmachine, it's the Warhammer peoples, it's all the different games. They're just such a tournament like focus. It's very annoying because that is not what I want to play. I'm very much a beer and pretzels person. I really want to get a smaller model count and table required games due to small space in my apartment, shorter time commitment. This is ideal. We have definitely been leaning that way as well, where like the big army stuff is just not as tempting to us. Mostly I don't want to paint 50 of the same dude. And then like we looked at the box for these guys. Like each guy's kind of individual, got its own thing. You get to spend more time on each model, which is more fun as like a painter. Just the more we look into other stuff, the happier we have been. All right, I5. They made the troopers really careful. Yeah. Oh, we got a link slam. I was gonna say the other link I have, and I probably should have done that, is I did do a go live on Blue Sky. With all the hashtag ad stuff. You guys want to help me out and retweet that reskeet for Blue Sky? That is up. I can throw that link in the chat if we think we should pin that maybe. Might be a good thing to do. It's been in case there wasn't an ad command. Yeah, I wish, I don't tend to unless I have an affiliate link, is why I hadn't. The go live might be what we want to throw up there. But yeah, definitely check out Warmachine with Steamforged games. They're available a lot of places. I know like Miniature Market's got them. I believe Element Games has them. Biggest change is different weapon options on Warbeast. Oh, and Jax now. They're set up to allow for easy magnets, but I just use the blue tag. I do know that like before Steamforged stepped in, they were like setting things up for magnets and things. And I think they... Sounds like they're carrying some of that through. If that's incorrect, feel free to correct me, but I don't know. Anytime like a company's like making a spot for a magnet, it makes me happy. They just seem to understand, you know? Surprise is there plastic? Some of the other army kits are still resin. Wonder if there's plans to slowly transition everything to plastic. I'm really happy when like starter kits are plastic. It makes things for like an actual starter, a beginner. I believe the plastic's easier to get together. I feel like having a first time like hobbyist jumping in with resin can be really tricky. So I hope that at least the starter sets would be plastic. I don't know for sure. Did you stop at Miniature Market? Oh, in your drive-thru? I don't actually know if it's on our route. Nope, I didn't even think about it. We always just order from them. I wonder if there's a market for a tabletop game with a built-in competitive circuit breaker to keep out the tryhards. Yeah, it's a tricky... I don't even want to say problem. Because obviously enough people enjoy it. But for someone like me who beer and pretzels, it's tricky. Wanting to get into a game and then that's all you kind of run into. I don't know how you... It's a lot of the community having to do that, unfortunately, and not everyone can or wants to do that. Not just including spots for magnets to tell you what size needed. They also have character beasts and Jacks that have fixed loadouts. Look at you. Think of the money too, they said. It's in St. Louis. Steamforged is doing a lot with narrative. I'm glad. I'm glad. Narrative is the way. IMO. It's the way, in my opinion. They have a whole campaign with unique characters coming soon. That's cool. Some are also 3D printed. Cat or Warcaster riding a bear, for example. That kit was 3D printed. Is it going to stay that way? I think was my question. Or now that Steamforged is doing more. I think that was my big question as I look more into it again. You're not going to make a game party enough to keep up people that want to be competitive, yeah. See Smash Bros. Or Mario Kart, that's true. They're just always going to be there. It really does come down to like the community and the people organizing the events. Okay, I just had this. I dry fit it and then I set it down. Oh yeah, there we go. I think more will be plastic with 3D prints will remain. But I was thinking about our Gaslands game and how fun it was, and maybe how it would be less fun if we were really trying. I feel like cars randomly blowing up and things would be, I feel like that's a game they would just avoid, you know? I feel like once you get into more of the randomness of it. But I don't know. It plays similar to that Star Wars game, and that was competitive, so they'll always find a way. Always find a way. All right, so get that, and then this attaches here. Got little legs. Hoot, welcome in. How are you? When you try to fit something and then try and glue it and lose all control of your hands, I don't know how it happens. It happens every time. Right, it says code 1 didn't work. I don't know how Essentials is working out. I just want to move guys and go pew pew. Same. I am also a move and pew pew. The prints are because of production costs. The old molds for their original factions got stolen. I guess my question was, are they just going to keep those 3D prints, or are they going to try and like rebuild the molds? Blue says, went ahead and got this starter so I can add the short to my list. Flesh out the Chimera side. Nice. Okay, if they get the money, they will switch to all plastic, but 3D is cheaper for now. Gotcha. So until they can, they will be there. Gotcha. I think that makes sense. Warmachine comes on sprue now. It does. This is the new starter set, Hoot. So this is Shadows and Scum. Thank you again, Steamforge, for letting us check this out with the box. I am building a large shark man. I'm very excited. I think he feels kind of like he's got little legs. I hope I'm building the right guy. If not, I guess we build another guy. Blood Bowl has a high variance, but it still has some tryhards. I think like you get less of them because if they can't line up exactly what they need to be competitive, you lose some of them. But like it's not in the, I guess not in the same way 40K is competitive, where you can kind of line up everything you need to do for your like game plan or whatever. If that makes sense. The new trolls. Yeah, trolls have stumpy legs and big torsos. He's skipping leg day here, which I don't blame him. I had leg day yesterday and kind of wishing I had skipped it. Everything hurts today, chat, so I don't blame him. They come on sprue now, some of them. Built like gorillas, they really are. I'm excited to get them together. And then we get to play the fun game of, do I have the right blue for our shark boy? And use that excuse to get some more blue. Oh my goodness, why can't I do this? There we go. Get his little footsie on there. The answer is play with people who like having fun. I think the hard part is if you ever want to like do an event or play with random people. Having to like curate who you play is like, that's what I do. I don't play anyone that I don't want to play, but sometimes you do want to do the events and stuff, and it would be nice to know that it'll just be fun. The thing about competitive Warmachine 2 is the difference between a flavorful and competitive army is just the pilot. Competitive players in this game are not encouraged to spam a bunch of stuff. You have to have stuff that has a lot of variance to deal with objectives and things. That's good to know too. That it's not just take 5 of this and you win the game. She's going to use that excuse to buy the whole P3 range. I don't know what you're talking about. But, like, they would have the blue I need. But, like, they'd have it. You know they have it. Gonna paint them as the stock scheme? Probably. At least, like, overall. If there's anything smaller I want to change. I think for the most part, yeah, it'll be close to the box art. They look really cool. Okay, we got his footy. Whoop. Okay, I got foot on. They actually put them on the base. I'm going to wait to do that. I keep hopping to the next page on accident. Okay, we need 7. The P3 paints are pretty. They have a good white color. We had the old P3 paints, and I did really like them. I didn't have... Basically, I picked up kind of their unique colors and colors that I liked, just because we have a lot of paints. But I did like them, and I was telling chat earlier, I was kind of kicking myself now that I'm replacing more paints. Probably could have done the Kickstarter. And, yeah. Where the heck is I7? 5, 12. I'm ready to put this giant piece on. Not quite there yet. This is 17. I don't need a fish yet. It's like a fishing, maybe it is on another spur. It's like a fishing net at his waist. That looks like the captain. That's Chimera. Hold on, chat, sorry. There it is, okay. So some of the pre-3s, yeah, I think I had kept some, the Sanguine I keep going back and talking about. I know that I kept that and some of the others that we already had. But yeah, I'm kind of kicking myself. Maybe he makes a brand for paints. We do too. And I was thinking about just kind of swapping out for Vallejo as I went, but with their new medium, I'm not as big a fan. And I did like P3. It was just really hard for us to get for a while. And I probably should have done the Kickstarter. Oh well. Live and learn. I won my first game of Warmachine. My opponent looked right at my attrition-focused army and immediately overextended anyway. It's tough when you lose right off the bat, right? It's hard to do the meat armies now. Would you like to be in charge of a very important decision? Yes. What are we deciding, Cake? Big thing in Warmachine 2 is if you kill the caster warlock, then you win, taking down the king in chess, but it's nowhere as easy as it was. Ooh, high stakes, high pressure, blue or purple nails. I'm gonna go purple. Chat, what do you guys think? This is like when we do the mini paint polls in chat. Cake needs our help. Purple or blue for nails. Say we do have purple squad in the chat. We do love us some purple. I'm putting that in the wrong spot. No wonder. That instruction's a little confusing, but it does go here. Rising Blurple. King decided on a conquest army. All of them for you guys. I guess my other question is what purple? We going light purple? Dark purple? All purple. All right, get his little fishing net on. What else do we need while we hold this in place? Oh, I need his little tail. Tail's next. I8. He does feel so small at this point, knowing how big he's gonna get. It's a medium, or light to medium purple. A couple shades darker than lavender. That sounds pretty. I have been too lazy to do mine. So I just haven't. Let's see what else is going on. Yesterday after stream, yeah, built some more Conquest. I was gonna play more of the Pirate Yakuza game, but I'm at the point, because I finished the main story, I'm at the point where it's just like run around the map and do a bunch of stuff. And it's not my thing, so I went ahead and dropped it. And then I worked on some stream stuff. Do you guys want to see what I got? I'm cooking up here. So I went ahead and I added my tip jar back to stream elements. So that is now down below my stream. Part of that is because I'm trying to get situated to do a subathon. I've never done a subathon. And I want to do one for our partner anniversary. So I was moving all that around last night. So that is, I think exclamation support also has the tip, if you guys are looking for the tip jar. And then, yeah, I wanna set up a subathon, so I got that all set up. Live Man is hello, how are you? There it is. There's the fancy The first one I'd like to do would be for like a week, but it would be like 8-hour days. So that's what I would like to try. Obviously, it'll depend on, you know, how many subs you get. We could set up and still only do a 4-hour stream, so. But I want to give it a try. See if that's something we enjoy. And then I was also getting set up. I want to start doing just longer streams in general. So I was setting up like words on stream for like lunch breaks and stuff, and then we can go a little bit longer each day. So getting that set up. But that was kind of my day yesterday. I was getting some stream stuff taken care of. But that is there. Okay. There's legs. We need 9. The Cador AC2 Bison is just so cute. It's a teeny tiny tank. That sounds adorable. Well, Manus, what you up to today? I'm running 2 tabletop RPG games this week, 1 next week, and recording a new podcast a month. That's a lot of stuff going on. Kick says, I'm loving, I want to keep playing Yakuza 5, but I also have a pile of books I want to read, and the books are wooding. It's going to take me years to finish these games. What are you reading right now, Cake? I started a book called Jade City the other day, and it's been pretty good. Before that, I read Psalm for the Wild Built, which was like a cozy sci-fi, which is not normally my jam, but I thought it was really nice. It was like kind of a cozy, little bit of midlife crisis thrown in there, but it was nice. I think it was just kind of what I needed, but I enjoyed it. There's a second one that I will probably start after what I'm reading right now, but I liked it, Cake. It's it's different what I normally read, but I liked it. My man says, paint, video game, sleep, put out a jar of peanut butter, yes. Man, I haven't thought about that in a long time. Delirious Nikki up to 15 hours of painting? My body is ready. Yeah, so when we do the subathon, I'd like to do the 8-hour days, but then we'll go for, if it's a week of 8-hour days, we'll do it. We'll do it. A Nikki stream all day while I'm at work? Dare a lad dream? For just the regular, like, longer streams, I want to try for, like, an hour more. Go to, like, 2 Central instead of 1. So the idea would be we have lunch together here on stream, so I can keep painting and gaming or whatever we're doing. I just want to try some new stuff, chat. Cake is actually finished. Oh, Return of the King. Very nice. Sarah says, I picked up a couple new horror books, too. Gonna start them after Friday. Let's go. Got my partner the new Hunger Book games. He read it in a day. It seems like everyone is doing the same. That was like, I'm on book TikTok, and that was like my entire feed there for a bit. Was everyone reading through that? Been playing Monster Hunter Wilds instead of painting. Are we checking out the new title update and stuff? Okay. How does this... Let me get situated here. I am confused. Okay, we have these pieces. Like that. Looks like that's right. And then this fits. What? Uh-oh, Steam Forged. I'm gonna try to not let you down here, but I'm confused. Where is that meant to connect? We'll take a second here. Remarkably Bright Creatures. That one's been on my list. I've heard that one's very good. Or Anxious People. What I'll read next. Titan, welcome in. How are you? I'd say 3 of 4 best of 3 rounds at pre-release. Warden of the Grove is an amazing card. What one is that? What does that do? Glad your pre-release went well. Been building Emperor's Children for 40k, says Helpoop. More Nikki stream, always good. My afternoons are always spent aimlessly wandering mini painting Twitch. I hope, I don't know, I'm just trying to figure out, with everything else going on, I want to figure out something that'll work here for more streaming. I don't know where this is meant to go, if I'm honest. It looks like it should go this way, but... Oh, the instructions had him turn this way. I had him still facing forward. That makes more sense. Just had to look away for a second. Let's see, got my lodging. Oh, for Gen Con taken care of. Anyone else doing Gen Con? I have the Tempered Bubble Dragon and Adorable Asshole to fight. I love Mitsu so much. I already have. I need to get the upgraded weapon, but I've got all the Mitsu armor and stuff already. We were grinding out Zoshia the other night. Let's see, Warden of the Grove. Beginning of your end step, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Oh, it's the Hydra. Whenever another non-token creature you control enters and endures X. X is the number of counters on this creature. Yep. Yep. I think I looked at that. There is an MTG bot. Yeah, I think actually this Wednesday we're going to do another Arena stream too. I want to check out Tarkir on Arena. I haven't been playing as much Arena just because I wasn't as interested in Aether Drift, but I want to get back to it. And you guys want to come magic with me on Wednesday? I played a game with my Bright Palette Death Guard 2 weekends ago and felt bad. I brought 2 Armigers and the Crawler. I dropped Morty since he's only anti-vehicle in my army. Morty ended up deciding he was hungry and ate half the Admech army. Num num num. Oh yeah, we're getting to the big pieces. Big short. That's one I missed. There's either give counters or make a spirit. Yeah, I think we were looking at that the other night. Arena stream? I think we'll do Wednesday. I know we normally have been doing Mondays, but then I'm like missing a whole week of Tarkir, so I think I'd rather just do it Wednesday and we'll check out the new goodies. I'll save whatever packs I have that I've just accumulated so we can go through that together too. Because I think I still have some draft tokens. I think is what I'd like to do. Let's do like a sealed or something for Tarkir. Just rock that. I need to start learning the dragons as I am building toward an Dragon deck. Big short. The only round I lost was to an Izzet control deck. I do love me some Izzet. So fun. I don't know though. I think I'm becoming Simic girl. I keep leaning toward blue-green. And the commander deck I really want to play is Temur, so add in some red. All your Tobin are belong to us. Wasted Mind, welcome in. How are you today? We're building some Warmachine. Yeah, exactly, Mythalion. Hello, how are you? I was thinking, so we couldn't do like this Monday, but like if we do Wednesday, then everything is in. When are you up to? If I wait till Monday, then we're a week behind, feels like. Says, I'm banking on my golden gems right now to do a bunch of Tarkir stuff. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Anyone else doing some magic? Either in paper or arena? Or is it with... Yeah, I guess it is. The commander deck has a lot of red in that Temur. Like, it's basically red with blue and green, but I'm excited to give it a try. Okay. Oh, a little tricky to get out there. Let me file that down. We are building Shork. Who knew actually sleeping instead of Path of Exile 2 would make someone feel good? Who would think that indeed? Glad you got some rest, Wasted Mind. You know, you gotta rest up for the next all-nighter. You know? We have to be good during the week so that we can binge on the weekend. Always on that arena. I need sales on TCG to open up, so Elspeth, just wait. So impatient. It'll happen. It'll happen. Irabri, thank you so much for that sub for 45 months of support. Thank you, thank you. What you up to today? Okay, that's actually really nice how that goes together. So there's the like fins here go into here. And that just those clunks together right there. That's really nice. And really nice fitment. I like that a lot. Just make sure I know where to glue. What's glue on the back? I'm too dang old. That's how I felt when I couldn't stay awake for Formula 1 the other night. Normally midnight, not a big deal, but man, that night I was tired. I was tired. I just really like sharks. I mean, let's go to Hellblue. It's kind of like me with dragons. Dragons are always my weakness. If something's got a dragon, I'm usually there. It's kind of the only thing you need to say. I'm there. No, wait, broken planeswalkers now. I don't think it's there. I'll be okay. I'll be okay. No, wait, only proliferate. Alright. Shork. Oh, we got one more piece. 10. Let him shork for a second. 10. Looks like that might be on the other spoon. Make sure I didn't miss it. Yeah. It's been hard not to start. I had nothing but Shork and Eel's army. And you know if you like, when you know what you like. Be toxic privilege attracts a deck. It's hard because I really like unique mechanics. And obviously something like that is a unique mechanic. But I know that people hate it. So like, as much as I want to build it, I won't build it because people are just going to hate me. You know? But I like unique mechanics. That's my jam. Let's see, I painted a card on Kill Team for Paint Challenge at the local store. I'm gonna get Harsh Justice just for noob slimes. Oh, that's the one you showed me last night? Yeah. That's a good one for anyone, like, lurking. Harsh Justice is cast a spell only during the declare attacker step. Only if you've been attacked this step. This turn, whenever an attacking creature deals combat damage to you, it deals that much damage to its controller. It's the ultimate no-you card. Trax like Super Friends isn't that toxic, just don't play Infect. I have heard otherwise. I have heard otherwise. Okay. Gotta finagle this little piece in, it looks like. I feel like I would have done this piece first. Let me see if I can rip this back off. We can. Let me pop that in first. Am I even doing it right? That's the better question. Am I doing this right? Come here. Oh, goober. What am I not doing right? Okay, we've got the model facing the correct direction this way. Yep. This just needs to pop. Yeah, it looks like it just popped in the back. I don't have an angle right or something. What the heck? Okay, we'll try the look away trick again. Blonde Cow, welcome in. How are you? Burlap only gets super degen with some planeswalkers and toxic. Depends on the planeswalker you plan. And maybe don't play Toxic Krill, the way to copy him. I saw that with the, is it the SpongeBob stuff? Gary becoming Toxic Krill. What am I doing wrong? Hold on, chat. Like, I'm not the best builder, but... Okay, that piece was sitting a little low. I did get it to pop in, but... Okay. Let me get all this glued together. The other part is this glue is taking a while to cure. I think things are shifting a little bit on me. The foot is already shifting. Tox Girl, yeah. I've heard that one's pretty nasty. Let me get that foot back where it needs to be. Okay. And then we'll put the giant piece back on. Blonde Cow, what you up to today? We are building some Warmachine. I, of course, had to go for the giant shark boy right off the bat. So we're doing that. It's just my vibe. Alright, I'll put this back on. Okay. Yeah, I would have done that other piece first. But we're in there now. Okay, we'll just let that chill for a second. Get the next piece together. We get another big piece, chat. Lurking things, thank you for the lurk cake. I appreciate it. Is the hunting for jobs working on war dogs mostly? Sounds like a good day. Hope the job hunt goes well. I think if I have any other nerdy updates. I don't think so. I just have to like put on the horse blinders this week and get back to things after Adepticon. Gotta look at the Votan one more time. I need to bring the Chaos, or sorry, not the Chaos Knights, the regular Knights back. And get some more work on them this week. And then yeah, all the fun stuff that we're working on stream. Get some of these built. Get some more Conquest built. Bareback pills, that's important. Podcast says I need to figure out another leg solution. I almost have enough to make 4 war dogs out of the kit. Oh, because you've been using like other bits for legs. That's a good way to get your money out of the kit. Anyone else doing some populator today? I feel like it does go that way. Okay. There we go. Well, that does. Once I get the right angle on it, that does fit in nicely. My buddy who Nikki painted Commando for has an Attracts of Super Friends, and it has Toxicryl in it. He copied it with Spark Double, played Doubling Season, maybe 40 slugs. Oh my gosh. That's a lot of slugs. The Nergal dog is made of Dune Crawler legs, upside down Psychophage body. That's fun bringing in all those kits. I'm always impressed with like kit bashers doing that, and it's just like I always get scared because someone's like, "Oh, well, then you can't have a Psychophage," or "Oh, now you can't use that for the intended thing." But if you've got just a collection of goodies that you can pull from, then makes sense. Alright, let's see, we need 13 and 14 once we get this kind of glued in. Starting to come together, chat. Big shark boy. Does anyone have any questions for the kit while I'm building? Since we got this really cool opportunity to check it all out. Anyone have questions? There wasn't a whole lot more to show from the unboxing itself. It basically was the sprues and then the kind of cover page with the QR code to get to the instructions. And then the app, which you haven't looked at yet, but the app is free for list building. How does the plastic feel versus GW stuff? How does it taste? Feels very similar. It's the nicer hard plastic. Feels very similar, which is nice. The nice part is even like the smaller stuff, they don't feel too flimsy. So like these chains, some of the fishing net, it still feels pretty good. Feels like it would, I don't know, transport's always something I worry about, like going up to the game store and stuff with things, but they feel pretty solid, which is nice. Sometimes not always the case. Mold line placement's been pretty good. Like it's been pretty minimal cleanup. I would say for seam lines, there are a couple that are in more prominent spots. So like along his arms here that we just did, the legs. But like with some plastic glue, I don't feel like I need to gap fill unless you're gonna do like a display piece. So I haven't run into anything where it's like, oh, I need to like fill a gap or something. But obviously if you're going for like a competition piece or something, then you might still want to do a little bit, but we've got a seam line under, so that one's kind of hidden too, which is really nice. Haven't run into any gaps just yet. Trying to think what else from a modeling perspective here. So a couple of the gates have been a little trickier to clean up just on the curved surfaces, but I don't think you can avoid that just because he basically is all curved surfaces. They've got to go somewhere. Imagine a golden demon, the judge said, beautifully painted. Now for the taste test. It's like when you bite a coin, see if it's gold. Ah, yeah, that's the good stuff. A trick I learned a long time ago is Mr. Clean magic erasers are really good at getting fine mold lines. Oh, and gaps? Interesting. How does that work for gaps? Those little magic erasers like actually are magic though. They're great. We use those all the time. Not for like minis, but they're great. Good to just have on hand. A very fine gap. Interesting. I had not heard of that. I'll be honest, I don't like to do a lot of gap filling. If it's something real small, I'll just kind of smush some either. Try to use the plastic glue to like smush it together. And then if I need to fill with some super glue, I'll do that. I don't like having to get out the green stuff, get it all molded together, and the sitting, the curing, all of that. Sanding. I don't want to do it. If I can smush it together with some glue, I'll do it. That's just something I put off every single... Like, I've got projects sitting because I just haven't gap filled. Chat, what's that one thing with, like, miniatures that you just hate doing? It's a thing you'll put off until you absolutely can't put off anymore. Gap filling is definitely mine. We hates it. Alright, I'll do a little bit of filing. I'll try not to shake the table on you guys. Get his big, like, flails on here. He's so cool. Panda, hello, how are you? Well, I guess it's washes. I guess because I need the dry palette. What are you using? Oh, you're using like a dropper bottle. Gap filling and barrel drill. I don't even barrel drill. You got a gun. Panda, what you have today? We are checking out Warmachine. So we have the, I just blanked on Shadows and Scum. I was trying to reverse the name there. So we are building a large shark boy. So I'll show you here in a moment once I get his weapon together. Right, it says they're abrasive, so anything they take off will usually fall into the gap. Give a little plastic glue and it should fill it in. Ah, that's a good shout. I do love these, like, I don't know what to call them, slots? They're like the pegs for, like, easy build, but much larger and much nicer. I like the slots as we're going. It's very nice. I just got off morning call, drinking a cold brew latte from Bones. Fetty Mr. Kitty. Just me this week. Mrs. Panda is headed your direction. I hope Texas is good to her. What, you and Mr. Kitty have big plans for the week? Time to party. I think some Gunpla Tool companies sell bottles of pre-made sprue goo, too. That would be a good one. Oh, and then we got... Hold on. Am I supposed to do it around that? I am, aren't I? Darn it. The instructions say that. I'm just bad. Okay, so that... Oh, interesting. So, how does it line up with the slot that I like? Bag of pills and a protein shake. Let's go. I need to finish mine. I haven't drank any since I cheersed with cake, but cheers. I did find out that with the breakfast burritos that I meal prepped and my protein shake, I end up with like almost 50 grams of protein right off the bat, which is gonna make my meal planning the rest of the day a bit easier. I'm kind of excited about it. Oh my goodness. How's that? Oh, I'm so sorry if I goof this up. Is it Clancy? Welcome in. How are you today? Thank you so much for that raid. Welcome everybody coming in. Oh my goodness. If I goof that up, please let me know. I want to make sure I get that right. But we've also got Sarah's Woolly World. Hello. Kodali. Hello. Talking Retired. Hello. Matt. Welcome in. Brianna. Hello. How are we doing today? Yes, I did it. How are we doing? We are building some Warmachines. Let me show you the box that we're building. Alright. Just dropped everything else I have. But we are building this box. And right now I am building a large Sharky boy. So that's what I've got. How was your stream? What were you up to today? Welcome, welcome. I came back to a bunch of first-time chat and thought it was spam. No, bonk our friends. Maker Plays, welcome in. How we doing? We're doing great. We're gonna, a scrap yarn crochet blanket. And then chaos happened. We do love some chaos. That's awesome. Tell me more about this blanket. I used to crochet. It's been a long time now. But what, sounds like scraps from other projects getting worked into a blanket. That sounds really cool. Chat. My crafty chat. Please, please, please go give a follow. Go check out that stream. Let me also go give a follow so that I can come check out your blankie. Follow. So glad Twitch gave that back. It's so much easier. Hey, KT, welcome in. How are you? This is Warmachine. Yeah, sorry. Let me get this arm together real quick and then I can visit a little bit. No, I'm just going to wait. I'm just going to hang out with our friends. We're having to build around this piece. And I already had to yank it back apart because I didn't realize that at the time. So that's where we're at the moment. Let's see. Warmachines was mecha and Hordes was natural. It looks to be combined now. Yeah, this is the new starter kit, KT. So this came out actually during Adepticon. So very new, but thank you so much, Steamforged, for sending us a box to check out. So I'll show you. I can show you more of it once I get this arm together. He's just being difficult. Let's see, it's a ripple blanket. Trying to use some of the leftover yarn from past projects. That's so cool. Chat, you know what to do. Go give a follow. Go check out that blanket. Thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. So yeah, a little, still arts and craftsy, but we build miniatures here. Let me show you some of the other stuff we've been working on. Yesterday I was working on a game called Conquest. And I have this big Tengu I was working on. So he's still work in progress. But that's some of what we've been working on. I also tend to do a lot of Warhammer commissions. So here is one of the Votan I've been working on. So he's getting finished up. I put some snow. This client's army is really cool because he's like fighting while it's snowing. So he does like the snow buildup on the armor while they're like walking around in it. So that's really neat. And then the other one's a little scarier, but Trench Crusade is kind of World War I with demons. And so this is one of the guys I was doing a lot of rust practice with. But we've got rust and blood effects and all that good stuff too. So there's a little bit of what we like to work on. A little bit different. And then we do video games usually on Wednesdays. So welcome everybody coming in. We're happy to have you. If you guys are working on anything artsy craftsy, crochet, miniatures, let us know what you've got. I would love to hear about it. Noob, welcome in. How are you? Warmachine. That's right. How are you? I'm building a large shark boy, noob. Very large shark boy. What are you up to? Fair enough. I guess I'm getting them then. I love the Hordes models. I had Circle way back when we did try it. Unfortunately, our local community was kind of rough. It was very meta tournament-y. You know what? I think it'd be easier to... I think that's supposed to... Hold on, chat. Yes, that's what we need to do. Okay. That's what I needed. Love meeting new people, new friends. New friends. Ghost Dogs, welcome in. World War I with Sadie. Could you imagine? She is the werewolf. What you up to today? You know, it makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. Okay, it's going to be way easier, chat. Connect to this and then connect to the rest of the arm. Debating what to do with the day. Do you have any fun options, Noob? Can we help? We already helped Cake decide what nail color, so you're next. What are the options? Let's see, Panda says I had a lot of fun yesterday at the Tarkier event. Only like 7 people. I do have to run for a bit and get some last minute groceries. I'll leave a lurk. Thank you so much for the lurk and again for the raid. I hope groceries go well. We will catch you later. Hopefully I can come and check out your blanket here soon. Have a good one. Build muscle mommies on raptors. That's a very good possibility. Yeah, come build with me, noob. Let's get some minis built. Alright, we finally got this arm together. I promise I know how to build minis, Steamforge. I promise. Do you see the new Umbri stuff for Warmachine? I have not. I'll have to take a look. I was kind of, since I knew I was getting this box, it was kind of what I was looking at, so I could kind of speak to it a little bit. But I need to go back and look. Okay, well that dries. What do we need next? We need something on his side. It's a little hard to see what that is. I'm gonna let that sit. Ooh, old Russian folklore demons and bear-wolf hybrids? Yeah, that's probably up my alley. Yeah, I think you got me figured out. That's probably up my alley. I mean, I did say I played Circle, so I feel like... Between Circle and Space Wolves, I think you guys got me figured out. These are cool, but I keep going back to the Cricks. Cricks are also very cool. And some cool minis. Just like a cool vibe. Playing my Mox Jasper was a great time. Everyone was jelly. I'm really glad that you got one. I'm excited to add it to my deck as well. It was a nice card. Alright, we need 16. Random question for Nikki in chat. You ever sanded filament prints for painting? Any tips? I'm trying to remember if I have. I don't know that I have. Because I think anything filament, we've just done like terrain, and I haven't been as worried about it. If I'm honest. Chat? Anyone help butts? My current factions are the Grimkin and Cricks. The new Cricks look really cool. I got a ton of Cricks theme stuff. Oh, from the My Mini Fact. Uh-oh. Sounds like Scott's gonna be hopping in with the My Mini Factory stuff. I have to bring Cricks for you to try, but distance. That darn distance. Why are all best friends so far away? If we could just Adepticon every day, chat, that would be ideal. Thank you. We could just do that every day. That would be nice. Gamer commune. Let me know when you're ready. I'm ready. Printed stuff for children to paint. Also started debating if it's worth the effort to try. I mean, you could always try a little bit. See what you think. Yeah, I don't think I have. I've only done the resin bits. Is that longingly for my underwater habitat in southern Illinois? It's mostly drained now, but my yard is flooded. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you guys are getting hit real hard this year. With storms and stuff. Okay. Okay, let's get him oriented the right way here. What is that? What do we got here? Okay, we got his giant arm. Oh, this is his other arm. I see. Sorry. I'm like, where do I attach this at his waist? It's going to the arm. I see now. Okay. I thought I was going insane. I thought I was going crazy. 3 huge storms in a week. I dug a trench to drain my yard. The worst time of drain. Bill made the same joke in Discord. You're both going through it. I'm sorry. He's a little further north than you, but that's 2 people in our chat having to do the same. I'm sorry. It sucks. We're gonna start where are we gonna start? Well, apparently not Southern Illinois. Wait, what's up, Wasted Mind? About that. About what? What did I say? Sorry. Stream delay kills. There's a big plot of land here for sale. It used to be a medieval theme park. Even better. Oh, it's like 13 mil though. If we all go in, it'll be fine. I mean, if the medieval theme park's still there, then, you know, that saves us on other stuff, I feel. Who really knows where shark arms attach? It's beyond science. Dang it, I had it and then I talked to chat and never again. Hold on, chat. Never again. Okay. There. Goes in that. Okay, if you're building Sharkman, this goes into this. It's just the buildings, but it's still there. That just saves us so much money on housing and things. We just take over the medieval park. Oh, you're talking about you going insane. Thanks, Wasted Mind. I've always got you to count on. Next to the corner shop that sells the hard do? I mean, that's a place to set up. What if we just take over that open gaming spot? Like, we just make that our permanent home. What do you guys think? Professional mini builder. Guy with a smile, welcome in. And Autofire, thank you so much for that raid. How we doing today? You catch me as I'm struggling a little bit. How we doing? How is the stream? What are we up to today? Tesla Fridge Lefty, hello. Cyber, hello. Shamaria, hello. Shay Maria. Thank you so much. How we doing today? We are building a large shark boy. We are building this guy right here. Getting all the technical difficulties. Thank you, Panda. We're getting there. I'm having trouble with his arms. It's not the mini, it's me. But we're getting there. How are you? We building Chum. He's the best. As soon as I saw the box, it's like, okay, we're building him. But we're getting there. How is stream? How are we doing today? For anyone who may be new, hello, I'm Nikki. We paint a lot of miniatures here. We were working on some conquests the other day. So there is my little Tengu I was working on. I've been painting some Warhammer. This is a commission for Votan that I'm finishing up. And then I've also been working on some Trench Crusade. which I'll show this one's a little easier to see on stream. So Trench Crusade is kind of World War I with demons. So working on some rust and all of that good stuff. How are you guys today? Fisher friends, not food, that's right. Ooh, painting and chilling. What are you painting on today? Big, welcome in. How are you? Stream went really well, thank you. Having a good day after a great weekend. I'm so glad to hear that, auto fire. I'm so glad to hear that. What were you up to this weekend, if you don't mind me asking? Chat, same question. How was weekend? For those we didn't get to visit with yesterday. Okay, how does the... I thought I had it. Everything was going well. And now it's not. What have I done? Okay, it needs to go this way. I'm going to set it down like that. I'm going to put it back on the boy. Try it again. Okay. Hold this in place. Still working on, the Devil May Cry project. Last model of the 3rd box. Painting, gaming, starting to work on getting a YouTube started. Let's go. That's exciting. Tesla Fridge Zergan. Ooh, Berserk-inspired Mazrog Scragbat. After not painting for a month or two, Berserk-inspired. What are we, I'm curious. What are we doing to make it Berserk-inspired? I want to see that so bad. Love me some Berserk. On the mobile app, there's a bug where in the live tab, some streams are grayed out. Have the stream ended watermark over the video? Uh-oh. That's not good, Fatal. Welcome in. I'm glad you found us. That's quite the bug. Twitch, please. Help people find me. Twitch, please. Is there supposed to be this gap? I think is where I'm concerned. I'm gonna trust the process. Come back to that. Gotta go. The weather is actually beautiful there in Toronto. And lunch first. Enjoy. Yes, absolutely. If that weather's nice, get out and enjoy it. Oh wait, here we go. I needed to shift it a bit. We're good. Have you ever heard of a scary demon knight? Oh, and a field of swords? That sounds badass, Tesla Fridge. See, I was talking about kit bashers and like just how creative the kit bashers are. I would never think to do something like that, and that's so badass. What monster are we beautifying today? This is a large shark man from Warmachine. So he will eventually look like this. So that's what we've got here. We are checking out, this is the new 2-player starter. So this is actually from Steamforge. Thank you so much, Steamforge, for providing a box for us to check out. I picked this up at Adepticon while we were there. Got to check out their booth and everything. It was really cool. But yeah, checking out, this is Chum. I was just having a hard time with the arms because I'll be honest, I'm not the greatest builder. I'm here for painting. But we're getting there. He's coming together. I want that model. He's so cool. So this, I'll back up a step here since I mentioned the box. This is everything that comes with the box. So we've got the Chimera, which are also very cool. We need to build, I'm hoping I can get like at least one started today. I would like to build, I think we're going to go straight for the big guy again. And then here is the rest of the shark faction. So this guy's also really fun. But it's a really fun collection of kind of sea themed. So that's what we got here. So that's what we're building. And make it blue or like a hand. Yeah, I like the kind of bright blue that they've gone with. I think we'll go very similar to that. And then kind of more of the lighter blue for the rest of the trooper dudes. Brine Bloods, there we go. The bird's also really fun. Are you going to talk his tick when he's fully built? We will, yeah. Thank you. Thank you for a reminder. Figured do that and the Chimera guy when we get those together. Still trying to side slam if I try streaming on TikTok again. I can't decide. If they're just going to take it away from us, it feels. Part of me wants to. Part of me wonders if it's worth it. More bomb birds, poor Exalted. I do love when we were unboxing the Elden Ring stuff, just how many bomb birds you get. It's so many. Because you get like the clear one with the spirit ashes. And then the regular like enemy ones. It's so many birds. Is it fish time? It's fish time. You also got a Draco Genesis. I'll trade it in Elspeth. I got to my friend who loves Elspeth for it though. Need to get called the Spirit Dragons. I can't believe we pulled everything I wanted for Dragon. And then Scott was able to trade for, was it Maelstrom? What was that card? It was... It might be on my other... It's on the other stack. Dang it. I know, it was very much my box, unfortunately, for Scott. Everything I wanted for my dragon deck, and then we didn't get any Elspeth or Ugin for Scott. Hi, Farm, hello, how are you? I wanted Pyrocrene Scar as my leader in Warmachine when I first tried it. But at the time, it was like 95% metal. Oh. Still up front. I love Magic the Gathering. Welcome in. Here is, yeah. So he traded for a foiled Maelstrom. Isn't that pretty? So this one is tap to add colorless. Tap to add a mana of any color. Spend this to cast a dragon spell or an omen spell. You can also sacrifice it. Search your library for a dragon card. Reveal it. Put it in your hand. And then shuffle. And shiny. Yeah, so he traded for that. I also pulled out... I think this is in one of the commander decks, but I wanted to just have it in case. When this enchantment enters, draw 2 cards and discard a card. When a dragon you control enters, return this enchantment to its owner's hand, so you can keep playing it for card draw. And then I just pulled an Evolving Wilds to match, and then a Palace for the Triome. Oh, you have Dragonstorm. Yeah, so it's pre-release right now, so if you don't have pre-release events, it'll be out this weekend. Let me get... We're going to be doing Arena on Wednesday, Tesla Fridge, if you want to join us for some Magic. I also pulled out Dragon Arch. So you may put a multicolored creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. Let's see what other dragon stuff we got. This one's got some 1/1s for my dragons. Mana of any color is always good. There's called the Spirit Dragons, giving dragons indestructible. There's my Mox Jasper, my Draco Genesis, and then one of the Sarkans that I wanted. Catch up here. So we're about a sub goal being on-stream paper magic. Yeah, I think I want to do that for next sub goal. What do you guys think? Do you want to watch Scott and I play some Magic with paper cards? For 2 that's so good? Yeah. Blank out. I'm excited. Oh, I'm excited. Dragon's freaking cooking. I'm glad I waited for my Dragon deck. Because I already have Tiamat. I've got Mirim I'm going to throw in. I've got a bunch of the... I've got the Treasure Dragon. I want to get a Goldspan Dragon just because I use him in Arena so much. So I have to have my boy in paper. Oh, for the cards, there we go. Sorry, I'm behind. Mine aren't special ears, but I have them. Well, that's the important bit. So yeah, I think that's what will make our next sub goal. I do owe you guys a poll for what we're going to work on, for what you guys unlocked today. So Terea was sneaky and finished off the goal right before stream. So we'll get a list of things you guys can pick from, and then we can set up the new goal if you guys want to. Do you want me to go ahead and... I can wheel over there and do it if you'd like. Call is so good in the Wooburg. It is. I'm gonna talk Magic a little bit more. I was feeling a little weird about still building Dragon because we got like all the commander decks, but like it's still gonna play really differently. So I think I'm still gonna build Dragon because I've been wanting to. I think I'll regret not building it. So even though I have a lot of dragon stuff, I want to build the dragon that I wanted to build. If you had Tiamat and you did call Spirit Dragons, you'd just win the game. Should not all colors? Oh, it has to be, yeah, it's 5 dragons. Yeah. Magic math, no, more mysteries. Jesse, welcome in. How are you? It's a good thought, though, Slam. It's a good thought. Would be pretty sick, but then someone would just murder it, like I got to. So now I will be the one on the pain end of that. I will have the pain. Where does the pain come from? Gotta go. Thanks so much for coming by. We'll see you later. Gotta go eat. Enjoy. We'll be here for another hour and a half. Enjoy food. So much pain, so little time. That's right. Okay, so let's not mess up this one. This goes together here. We're going to dry fit all the things so I don't goof it up. Counterspell, exactly. Please counterspell the pain. And then this. Too dumb for magic. I'm too dumb to build. Okay, it goes there. Cool. Let's get our fishy together. He's straight up holding the fish. He is. Counterspell is the pain. You're not gonna like my Niv Mizzet deck then. You're not gonna like playing that. We're smacking people with fish. That's right. As you do. As you do. Alright, smush the fish together. Try and seal that gap. He does have a crab friend on his head. Oh, it's not. Or on the fin. It's not in the picture I was using, but we'll show when we get there. We smushed the fish. It's just a Carcharodon Stormbolter. It should be. I think the Carcharodons could take some notes here. We got real shark men here. Smush our fish together. And we'll smush his little hand on. What do you guys think of the Warmachine stuff here today? Are we having fun building? Watching me struggle to build? The kit itself is very nice. I am just having a hard time. I just have the dumb sometimes. I am biased, but I am enjoying. I'm glad the set is plastic. Look like fun enough sculpts? Yeah. Like I do like the very large like slots for the everything to connect. Especially in like those spots. Like everything comes together really nicely. The 3D print isn't bad. I know that you worked on one of them. I have not worked on any of their 3D print sculpts. Okay, I'll let that sit for a second and try and get this protein shake down. Really glad they left metal and resin. Those mixed kits were, well, old like mixed kits were rough. I think I just need more glue. Like it's taking a while today, but I'm also at like the bottom of my glue bottle. I need to do like the biggest hobby restock and I just can't be bothered. I did order some super glue that's coming in today. But I need to get like, I need to do a paint refresh. I need to get some more glue. It's just a lot of money by the time you add up everything I need to get. Gaslands, templates, and tokens out for delivery. Let's go. It's exciting. Okay. His little legs are killing me. Look at all this up top and his little legs. Okay. Oh, there's more to the fish. Let me make sure I got... Okay, that's all done. We got like the little fishy fins still. 19. More fish. Slam that protein that hit the Super Sadie set after. I do not consent to being covered in protein. Protein. Not doing it right, Slam. Protein. You do what you have to for the gains. It is all about the gains. I had to cook again last night. I'm tired of it, chat. But now I'm set for a couple days. I don't have to cook for probably a couple days. I hope. I will say, as annoyed as I was at doing the like meal prep for the breakfast burritos, it's been really nice just being able to go in and grab one in the mornings. I think it's worth it. I just need to find a way to... One, I need to find a better tortilla, better macros. Just a way to speed some of that up. It's her gains, not mine. Why am I getting Nickelodeon slime? For the gains. We take all we can get, Slam. If that means you have to do some of it, then, well. Oh gosh darn it. I dry fit again and now. This is what I get for sliming slime. I'm drowning in ballistic protein. Okay, this glue. Okay, the problem is the glue. I need you to glue faster. My poor little fishy head's coming back apart. Is the glue too low in the bottle? Yeah. I need to get another bottle. Got to just rip this off and do it again. My glue's taking forever. Holy cow. I don't know what's happening. I do want to clean up this little fishy chin, though. I didn't quite get that. Alright. Cutting my losses. I'm just going to clean this up. Get them back together. Pray to the glue gods. So reset for a second. Ugh, goopy. You want more? Maybe. I heard you get up, but his little chin not getting cleaned up wasn't helping me. Okay. No more goopy. Okay. Let me gloop the fish. Aster of Yellow, hello, how are you? Oh, Slam has taken, or Scott has taken the glue. Gold pit crew he is. How are you doing, chat? While I fight my glue bottle, how are we doing today? I don't want to hear for the gains and feel a protein shake hit my head. That's right, big Gatorade cooler. It'd be so much muscle milk. Okay, we'll wait for our refill of glue. I guess I can get the next piece. We got fishy fin. We've got giant back fin. Let's go ahead and get that clipped out. 20. Because I really want to get to one of the Chimera to build too. Alright. We've been topped off. Thank you. Yeah. And 121. Let's get this, because that'll finish the sprue. Isn't this cozy? Throws protein. I don't know that I like this. This is what I'm known for. After work meeting sounds good, Jesse. We'll be here. I'm just a little protein gremlin. I was thinking, though, like, since I'm getting back to being real strict about my diet and stuff, see where I'm at next year. Hopefully, absolutely skittering into my hallway, yep. I lob the protein, skitter back into the hallway. Just back there building stuff. You wake up to an air horn as we stand over you shotgunning protein shakes. Yeah, that's when you know it's trouble, is when I've recruited the rest of chat, too. That's when you know it's trouble. Longcast says, I have a ridiculous idea. Put the Skitarii gunner arms from the Dune Crawler on the bird from the War Dogs. Have a bird with arms operating the heavy stubber on the Zinch dog. I don't think that's ridiculous at all. I'm here for it. I say absolutely. Oh yeah, there's Crab Friend. Look at him. Little Crab Friend. And now I won't be going to Adepticon next year. Thanks for that. So. That's okay. There's always the next year. That's right. Scott says you need more conquests, so you have to come over. Sorry. I have to. Implying we wouldn't bring Protein Con to you. That's right. This Guitar Gunner's expensive model to use for parts. I mean, we were already using a Psychophage and stuff. Depends on if you think it's worth it. It could be pretty cool. Liminal Protein Demon. Add it to the list. Okay, now that we have new glue, let us try to get the fishy together. I won't make a mess of it this time. She says. Possibly making a mess of it. You know what it is? I need to stop building on stream is what it is. I get too distracted. Wonder why Mountain Dew, hasn't made a protein drink? Probably because the reaction I just had. That's a question I didn't imagine reading. Yeah. Yeah, here we are. I love streaming. You can imagine a hard dew with 30 grams of protein. If you're telling me I can protein and caffeine and alcohol max at the same time. Hell yeah. William, hello, how are you? And Nutbuster, welcome in, how are you? Do they still make Horde models? So I believe it's all been rolled under the Warmachine name. But with Steamforge taking over, a lot of them are now coming to plastic, and they're kind of reviving the game, which is pretty cool to see. Welcome on in, how are you? We are building, I'll show you the box here in just a second. We are building the Shadows Scum 2-player starter. This actually just came out while we were at Adepticon. So I'll show you the large shark boy that we are building. William, what you up to, Nate? Four Loco makes their new drink, the Swole Loco. Oh my gosh. Could you imagine? Exalted would get a ketogenic shock. For 5 minutes he remained alive, yes. The man's kidney would have biceps. We are truly maxing. Okay, this is much better with the new glue. Scott has saved the day. We're gonna get this guy built now. I didn't know the old glue was holding us back quite so much. A lot of the Horde stuff isn't available at the moment. They're slowly rolling it out. So if there's a faction you're looking for, you might have to wait a little bit as they are rolling out more stuff. Okay, so here is the box that we're working on. While that dries for a second. So this is the Shadows Scum box. We have the Chimera and then the, is it Brain Bloods? They had a, double check, Foul Blood. Southern Creel's Foul Blood. So we've got a list of all the models here if you want to take a look. My plan is to build both of the big boys and paint those here on stream. And then kind of work on the little ones as we go. Well, that's my plan, so that's what we'll be working on. I also used to have Circle. They have some very cool minis. So yeah, sounds like might be waiting a little bit. But it is now all under Warmachine. There's going to be re-releasing some hard-to-get models for Legacy factions. Red Bloods is the main faction. Foul Bloods are the cadre. Okay, there we go. I was like, wait a second. I remember reading both. Thank you. As I am also learning more Warmachine. Let's see. William was doing a honey-do list as recompense for my spelling mistakes that you all showed Cass yesterday. She's extra grumpy at the thought process that I was discussing Ludba, such as Son of Horus revealed, but they were all autocorrect mistakes. Amazing. Amazing. Sorry that you now have a honey-do list. But also, that's hilarious. Okay, where is this supposed to connect? Got a fuzz in here as well. Okay. Okay, so it shows modeled this way, and the helmet goes up in here somewhere. Is there another angle of this boy? Oh wait, is it up here? Is that what you are? It is. Okay, it looks further down on the instructions. I think I'm getting used to their instructions as part of it too. Does she have room to talk? That's true with her plastic wrapped manga. I feel like she also has some honeydew stuff she needs to do. I think you need to... I think she needs to show you what she's been reading. You went offline so I had no character witnesses. Sure, blame autocorrect. It can't defend itself. Sure. Poor autocorrect out here just trying to save you. I do think she needs to show you the manga before you finish that list. I think you should. Wolf Sark, hello. How are you today? Okay, 123, 124, and 122. 123, Bill Mouth. Instructions better are about the same as Malifaux. I think the only thing I've had a hard time with is sometimes it's tough to know, like it's not pointing directly at the connection point for some of these things. And that's what's thrown me on a few of these things. I think they're fine, that like they're nicely laid out for like me building on the phone. I haven't had issues with that. It's just a little hard to see exactly where some of these need to go. Like, that just happened, like, in the... So in here, here's the helmet. My first glance is it looks like it should be, like, up under his arm. But really, he's turned in a way that it needs to be here. So it's just like, I think I'm just getting used to the instructions more than anything. He's just turned at a different angle. But it looked like, to me, it should be, like, further down. So I think I'm just getting used to them more than anything. Okay, and then 124. So painting the fire dragons, nice. Enjoy. 124. The rest of his mouth. He's got so many teeth. Which I guess I should have expected as a shark. But he's got so many teeth. Here comes Sadie. Yep, she's also picking her Warmachine faction. She's ready to throw hands immediately. You're approaching Sadie's 2-year anniversary. That's wild. That was right around, I think, partnerversary too. Got a lot of anniversaries on top of each other. Sadie, you play, ooh, Orgoth? What is an Orgoth? As I learn factions here. Oh, it's the top of his mouth. Okay. On Twitch Mobile, that clip was, embedded in chat? Like, I mean, on PC, it shows a little, like, clip preview. Is that new? I like the shark models. They're fun. I'm really glad we get to build this guy today. Warmachine. Orgoth is a faction of Viking monsters mixed with like frog monsters. They are beefy and hit really hard. That also kind of sounds up my alley. Mecha Viking Sea Raiders. That sounds pretty cool too, though. I don't know. My My building record here today is not great. Let me get through this box first. But those sound pretty cool. Make sure I can survive here. Same. It should be a hot purple year. Oh, okay. So now you get what PC has seen all this time. Good, good. I'm glad. I did want to ask, chat, because we unlocked the Chat Picks Paint project, what are some things I should add to the poll? What would you guys want to see? I was going to try and find some more unique stuff. So we've got, I can bring out some Dark Souls or some Elden Ring stuff. I can bring out the Tub O' Death for Kingdom Death. What else have I got that's more unique? I actually have a Dragon Ball Bandai kit that I picked up a while ago with the intent of doing it as like a repaint. Can throw that in there. We could do another magic card repaint if you guys like that. You want another magic card? I'll throw that in. Tub O' Death, Spidecules. I need to see how he is to build. Guessing Lumineth aren't an option? Maybe. I'll think about it. Getting away from Warhammer's been kind of nice, if I'm honest. I would like to work on them at some point. I don't know if I'm ready just yet, if that makes sense. Yeah. Maybe a character, though. I'll take a look, Sly. I think I could do a character. I don't think I could do a unit, but I could do a character. He's got so many teeth. Look at all those teeth. It could be worse. I could have a notorious delay. Oh, wait. Sly, what are you working on? I remember, I think it was Stormcast. Was last I heard. What are you working on right now? Let's get this on first. And then, is that what that connects to? We have not finished the bat. We could bring the bat back. After, I guess chat, if you didn't, because I didn't really talk about it. The golden bat that we started for Kingdom Death, they featured that in our newsletter and talked about the stream, which was very sweet of them. It was very unexpected. That was very sweet. But I would like to work on him. I could put him in if you want. The bird with arms operating a heavy stubber looks so absurd in the best way. It makes me want to do more Zinch. Bat Deity was cool. He was not Ludba, so he was cool with me. We can throw him on if you guys want. For him, I wanted to airbrush the wings, and then we can bring him back. That won't take long, so we can do that if you want. I think if we did another magic card, it would probably be like a land and trying to make it like a full art. I was trying to remember what else we pulled out. I think we had one we were going to do like a Sadie. But I can find some fun ones. Okay, is that our last? That's our last for the boy. Look at him. He's so cool. Yes. Yes. He's ready to absolutely beat someone up with his fish. I love it. He's so cool. He looks good. I'm excited. I vote back out our magic card. A long stretch Spidecules. I mean, I can throw them all on the pole. It's going to be whatever chat decides. Okay. I'm assuming he gets a big base. Where did all of that go? Get a big boy base for him. Oh, I'll actually wait because I'm waiting for my new super glue. But so we can see him on there. Looks like the largest we've got. Big boy. Look at him. Team at Magic the Gathering repaint with each head being a Simon emote. There we go. Pretty cool. Let me do a little recording. I might record it on my phone actually after stream, but make sure to get that for the TikToks. All right, chat. That means... I guess, does anyone have any questions for him before we move on? I'm going to get the big chimera. Probably won't finish because I'm slow, but start the big chimera piece as well. Was it a lot of pieces? It was a fair amount. I don't have like a number or anything, but like the legs were a couple pieces, the chest was a couple pieces, each arm were 2 or more pieces, so this was a fair amount of pieces. I haven't played many years, but the rules changed a lot. Story Rat has been playing, so it's a fair amount, but centrally the same. Biggest thing is you can't target your own stuff with attacks anymore. Facing is no longer a thing. And then rules are also free. Yeah, the app was... I'm going to pull this back out. So the instructions I was using, there's actually a QR code to get to those. And then the app is also on the App Store and Google Play. And it says, download the free Warmachine app for immediate access to the rulebook, plus rules and stats for every model. The app is where you'll build army lists and learn more about the Iron Kingdoms. During play, it's your dedicated digital companion for checking stats and tracking damage. So if you're playing, make sure to check that out as well. How is the plastic? It is the nicer heavy plastic, yeah. So yeah, comparable to some of those other kits. Contact point seems good, despite his small legs. He does have little legs, which is cute. I really liked when we were building those like larger slots, because once that kind of lines up, they went together really nicely. So if you've done some of the easy build kits, this goes together even a little nicer than that. But that's what we got for Shark Man. Let me try and get the other faction was a different download for the instructions. Let me get that, and we'll dive into the other biggin. I gotta go back. I need to scan it again. Steam Forged. And Chimera. The paid option gives you more lists and access to the lore. Oh, more lore. Lore in my war game. You crazy. Oops. Okay. Just accidentally closed it. File, downloads. Extract. Okay, done. Are you a large boy? I don't think you are. Where is large boy? Make sure I get the right pose here. What do you call a large boy? Ackless.
Have you ever had a dream that you had?
I'm like, what is that noise?
You could do.
Panda, thank you so much for the sticker. I appreciate it. Thank you for the bits. Thank you. I was so confused. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it. I'm like, what is that? All right, we're gonna build Ackless, big boy. All right, so we need to find the sprue. We need B1. This is more of the... We're building. We need B. Here we go. Big boy sprues. Like Atlas, but with the K. Yeah, Atlas. So just B. I feel like there has to be another sprue in with these. Oh, maybe not. Got big pieces. Maybe we can get it done today. Even with my slow building. I've just doomed us all, but we'll try it. B for big. Big boy. Now that I have most of the bird gunner set up, I can do something else. I need to make that bad idea physical. So like you had to get it out of your brain. I understand this. It just had to be done. Maynot, welcome in. How are you? We're doing well. We're checking out some Warmachine. How are you today? We just built a very large shark boy. And now we're going to build the large mini Atlas for the Chimera side. You know what it is? It's just all these big minis are really nice to work on. Like, I know it's a Warmachine day today, but I've been working on Conquest, and they're also pretty big. So, like, I kind of want to do a comparison. Just these large minis are just nice to work on. Like, just all that room to, like, play with colors and play with textures. Like, him will do the blue and all the texture on, like, the fin and stuff. Just all that room. I'm excited. Chum does not have a range weapon. Oh, where he throws the fish. Jay says, 11 meetings or no one we need there, can show up. We try to work and realize we can't do anything. What a waste. Well, we're glad we get you back. Worked out there. Well, the Warmachine range is pretty beefy. It's really nice coming from Warhams. Like, obviously they have bigger stuff, but it's not the standard thing. It's kind of your special stuff. Feels like you're throwing shade at the Votan. Maybe. Maybe. All these big things are fun to work on. Give me more room. What scale would you call Conquest minis? Yeah, I guess they're 38 mil. They're a fair amount bigger. Maybe the Votan shouldn't be so small. Maybe. They thought of that. Okay. That's a grudge. Notice you got the guns out today. It's a guns day. Back to arms today. After dumb leg day yesterday, we back to arms. B2, is that what I guess so. No question, only clip. Only build. B2. Trust in the directions. And B3. Legs are just the arms of the feet. It's deep, Ravenlord. That's deep. Legs just hurt, like, a lot. Like, I'm in pain right now. For me, it's always, like, the next day. Like, the day of, they're fine. Like, I'm tired, but they're nothing bad. Today, I hurt. The treadmill later is gonna suck, yeah. That you little stick arms? Let's see. Go over stream stuff again. Thank you so much, Steamforce, for sending over this box today. Tomorrow, I'm trying to decide what we work on. Obviously, these guys will need to get primed and some airbrushing, so I think we'll probably have to switch back to something else for tomorrow. I think we'll plan on Conquest again. What do you guys think? Maybe start the Oni? Do some more Conquest? And then Wednesday, I'd like to do an arena day on Wednesday and do all the Tarkir stuff on Magic Arena, so I think we'll do that. I think I've got tokens for, like, a sealed draft. So I think that would probably be the plan, is to get something together and test out dragons. Other stream stuff is I did go ahead and change my tip jar. It's now back with stream elements. That is below the stream if you guys need that. It's also an exclamation support. So my tip jar is back there. A lot of that is so that when we do the subathon, tips will count toward adding time to the subathon. But I think it also just confused people on Throne, so I moved it back. And I was setting up for longer streams, which I think we're going to start next week. So we'll try and go like an extra hour, and I will just have some lunchtime during stream. And I think that's all the stream updates I've got at the moment. If anyone has any questions, let me know. I know it's new stuff, and we'll be kind of figuring out some of it together, but if you have questions, let me know. Just ready to... I think the subathon I'd like to do with our partner anniversary, which is actually May, and that seems kind of far away. But, like, makes sense to do it together. But I was looking into just getting all that set up for when we're ready. Did I hear subathon? Yeah, it's a little further away, but I want to be able to set up for it. I mean, I guess we could do one. I don't want to do one like... Some streamers do them very often. I don't want to fall into that, but I thought for a partner anniversary it could be fun. May is only a month away. Yeah, it's close, but also far, just because we're talking about it now, if that makes sense. For anniversary works. I think what we'll do is have like a project to go with it, kind of like we did Contrastathon. Something like that. Do you like subathons, Will? They're kind of fun. I've never done one. I've been streaming all this time and I've never done, other than like Contrastathon, I've never done a subathon. So I think it might be time to give it a shot. Okay, so this went in here. Where does this connect? Like, these just don't feel like they go together. It says it does, though. Here's what I'm looking at, chat. This is confusing to me. Go back to work to make extra money for reasons. Sadie, stop barking at the mailman, please. Let me look at the completed. Maybe that'll help me out here. Okay. Oh. It goes here. Okay. That makes sense after the fact. It was a little confusing at first. I love holding a streamer captive. I mean, longer streams. Uh-oh. I was excited. Now I'm scared. And I'm scared. But yeah, if anyone has any questions about either the tip jar moving, subathon, anything streaming related, let me know. And I will try my best to answer. The other thing I did is I set up a game for the longer streams. So we'll start those next week. Well, once Nikki on the TV longer, that's right. So Cass can get in her PJs and we can watch longer. Alright, and then he goes on a rock. Tactical rock time. You should make this dude like blue eyes. They do kind of have a blue eyes vibe. I thought about getting a kit panda, like one of the Bandai kits, and doing either like Exodia or Blue Eyes. I thought about it. What stream did you get? I was going to do words on stream for now. So I got that kind of set up yesterday. The one where I'm stuck, Jezzy, is like I don't have a background I really use for anything. So it's either we do the full cam, which is fine because I'll still be eating lunch. Or I've got to put like a little separate scene together for that. So I got it pulled in and it's like, oh, this is a little weird. I need the ability to keep Nikki around to defend me from my wife. The true nature of the subathon. They have them, they do. They sure do. They've got a couple different kits. I thought about throwing one on Throne. Bandai's got some fun stuff, but they do have them. Gonna make calls and things. Sounds good, Story Rat. Have a good rest of your day. We will catch you later. Where do you connect? What? Am I just bad, chat? Josh has been nice to me all these years. They're like, haha, she can't actually build. I feel like that needs to be something. Let's take a look, I guess. Do you actually like slot in here? That feels correct. Okay, cool. It's a double-edged sword. Mostly Nikki will reach out and give us everything Will does to get him in trouble. I'm just doing my job. I'm just reading. You know, no one wants to be left out. I'm just doing my job. The connect in your mind. We got it. We got it outside of my mind, too. No subathon, ban subathons. We're doing a subathon for partner anniversary. Okay, I won't put them on the base just yet. So we just have massive wings up next. Okay, where do you connect on this rock? Because I want to give you another connection point. All builders are equal. Some builders are just more equal than others. I'm a bad builder. It's no secret. No secret. Now Will's gonna avoid going to work to make less money. Alright. You can chill on your rock for a second. We'll get some wings clipped out. We need B5 and B6. Lots of clipping for these. I don't think Will knows how to not go to work. I think that's very true. I do think that's true. How do I avoid going to work? You know that time off we talked about? Yeah, that's how you do it. Where you play video games and things? Yeah. Well, maybe not quit. It does solve that problem, but then leads to other problems. Or maybe not pick up quite as much overtime. Like, a little overtime good. You know? A little good. Absolutely. Well, I don't know. I was going to ask chat, does anyone have any other trips coming up? I know Gen Con was mentioned. We just got back from Adepticon. Anything else we're excited for, chat, coming up? Nothing for us. We're gonna save our money. You're going to Japan, Maina? I'm so jealous. That's what I want to save for. So jealous. We still need to get like our passport and stuff, so we got some saving and some planning to do still. I'm jealous. Gen Con is until August. Gamehole Con in October. Still the goofiest thing. Right in the game hole. Things cost money to live. Quote Tales and Jeffy. Life needs things to live. Hey, Annie, welcome in. Moving gonna be reorganized all the miniature workspaces and storage. Let's go. Will you have more space for all that? Welcome on in. Nervous flight. Oh, with a toddler and overall traveler. I can imagine. I am a nervous traveler anyway. I can't imagine having to also care for little one. I could see how that would be stressful. Hopefully all goes well. PTO is an option, yeah. Imagine. Imagine. I know you did the big trip, Will, but if you do need a day, it is an option. Just got back from 3 weeks in Japan with the almost 2-year-old. You got this? I was gonna say I didn't wanna volunteer, but I know Will has just done that. And it seemed to go pretty well, so if that helps with your fears any. I ended up on, because I'm learning Japanese, so I get a lot of like Japanese TikToks and things. And I saw that like all the locals were just like, so the mom could like eat dinner. They'd come like pick up the kid and like talk to them a bit. It was really sweet. They love babies. It's really cute. How was the flight? Every kid is different, but I'm so concerned. I would be worried too, yeah. But I'm just a nervous traveler in general. The jet lag is another question I had for Will. I know our UK friends got hit with a little bit coming back from Adepticon. That is not something I've had to deal with before. And then jet lag for a little one, I can only imagine. I don't know, maybe they roll with it better than we do, though. I could see either being the case. Maybe they roll with it better. Okay. Let's get these giant wings on. Yes. I'm back from Adepticon to get jet lag as well as the con drop, con crash. Yeah. It's a lot all at once. Switch 2 Joy-Cons won't have Hall effect sticks. What? Do you mind translating for me, Panda? We tried to swap them over to Japan time before we left. I worked night shift, so I was already on Tokyo time. It was a Herculean effort by my wife, but made sure I was sleepy on the plane. Nearly no jet lag once we arrived. That's awesome. Hall effect. Oh, no, drift. Okay. Hall effect are magnetic. These are much less likely to develop drift. Oh, and are much likely. Okay, so if they don't have that, then the drift could still be a problem. I see. Hall effect is stupid. I'm gonna have to read up on this. I feel like I have missed something. I'll have to do some research. Swallow ASMR? I mean, take it. I just want to finish my protein shake. I have a Hall effect keyboard somewhere. Okay. Magnetic field phenomenon. I'm gonna look into that. I am curious how that works. I feel out of the loop not knowing what you guys are talking about. Okay. Got big old wings on. Yeah, it looks like head. That's a tiny little fin, it looks like. Let's see. We're actually going to do Philippines first and Japan. Maybe she'll have time to adjust by the time we're in Japan. I would think so. Hopefully. My 8-bit controller is Hall effect, and it's really nice. We are, Riot. We were talking about the new Switch 2. I guess it does not have the Hall effect for the Joy-Cons. And I didn't know what that was. Now I kind of do. I'm going to read up on it some more. As someone who just likes to know how things work, I'm going to look that up. Be a nerd about it. Now, we have some family that lives in Korea, so we went there first too. Have you flown international before? When we go, well, we're absolutely going to do the Japanese air. Between you guys doing that and some of the other TikTokers I follow also using it. That's what I'm going to do. Most of the major airlines have a dimming and nighttime effect for those longest hack flights. Japan all the way. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Hold on, did I skip a step? I think being on my phone, I skipped a step. Okay, there's wings. We need the rest of the gosh darn tail. We need 7 and 8. And then that's the whole sprue, so I think I'll make sure I didn't miss another step, but I think that's all of the boy. That was a much easier build. He had such like big pieces that were all one big piece. That was a much quicker build. Even for me, Chad, even I got through it. I wonder how easy this sort of model will be to paint without sub-assemblies. I was thinking about that when I put the wings on. I don't think it'll be too bad, honestly. Might be a little bit of like silly puttying, but I don't think it'll be too bad. I'd fly Japan Airline domestic if they offered it here. They got a customer for life in me. American Airlines can kick rocks. Agreed. Agreed. I hate flying. So if there's just like a nicer way to do it, I'm there. Thank you, noob. Normal joysticks basically have two resistors that change as you move them. This means you're constantly rubbing the contacts together, wearing them out. Oh, the Hall Effect sticks don't have parts that touch. That makes sense. Okay. I could see why that would be disappointing that they are not the Hall Effect. Especially with how much trouble the first Joy-Cons had with the drift. Thank you for that, Riot. I appreciate it. The luggage bin popped open on descent and tried to dump luggage on my sleeping wife and child. I was the bad guy for standing up to shut it. Wow. Yeah, no. No. We usually do, for like domestic, we try to do Southwest, but I've heard that they're not as good now also. I feel like more people have been having issues with them that like used to. Not a terrorist, madam. I will not have 200 pounds of luggage at my sleeping family, right? Dirty as heck plane. Oh no. We also haven't flown in, gosh, long time now. And I would be mad too. I would also be mad. Especially when it's their plane falling apart. Southwest dropping the open seating and the free bags. Yeah, like I think I've heard just like customer service in general has not been as good as it used to be either. On top of that. Which is disappointing. I just hate flying. There's just so many reasons where it's like, even for a deaf guy, I'm like, we'll drive. I just don't want to deal with all that and pay a bunch of money to just a really bad flight. That was the whole reason to go at Southwest, yeah. Kesha's going on tour, and her first stop is Utah. I am going. I love Kesha, and I will not be ashamed about it. You shouldn't. You should go enjoy. I'm glad you get to go. You have to take a cruise over here. Yeah, like, I'll tough it out. And I'm definitely going to do the British. Apparently, Scott looked it up. There's, like 3 or 4 flights to London each day. And British Airways only has 1, and that's the one we'll take. That's the one we'll take. I don't trust our stuff over here. I'll take yours, thank you. I should fly to Utah to see Utah with Panda to see Kesha. Fly to Utah to see Panda with a Kesha. You're at DFW, so you can hop on the Japan Airbus right there and live the good life. I think that's what we're gonna do when we finally. Again, I've got to save a lot of money, but. You can hear the accent from the cabin crew on the way over. Enough times you'll be burnt out when you arrive. I got what I needed. I'm going back. I mean, you remember we talk like most nights, right? Like, I'm pretty used to the accent. Pretty used to it. Just heard about a leak sprue for a new Drukari character. Very cool. Lady Malice, old character that never got a model. Interesting, considering they're like axing other models. That's interesting. Is that the one who sings TikTok? Yep, that's Kesha. Hey, Sir Johan Blade Lord, welcome in. How are you doing today? We are building some Warmachine today. I'm trying to keep his little tail in place here. I feel like the Switch 2 is trying to out Steam Deck the Steam Deck. I saw people saying, like, why would I get a Switch 2? I'll just get a Steam Deck. I'm like, okay, but then play... but then play Pokemon on it. Like, yes, you can emulate, but... I feel like if you're getting a Nintendo console, it's for the Nintendo games. If you're just going for, like, third party, then yeah, a Steam Deck is a good way to go, but... just... felt like some people were missing the point. You're inspired, by the way. Welcome on in. Nice dragon, thank you. So we're just getting him together. I've also built a very large shark boy, which I can show you here in a second once I get this tail all together. Let me catch up here. My only concern about ever traveling to England is I'm not being able to understand me doing my absolute pork crackling jalapeno cornbread accent. Rephrases. Hello. I'm beyond. Oh, I was too slow. Damn it. Wishing I was dead stage, but still home. Warmachine. This is the Shadows and Scum box set. Yep, I'll show you guys here in just a second. Let me get my pieces all glued in. At least Japan and Korea didn't understand because, you know, the language barrier. You realize we speak the language. I think it's the Southern is what we're worried about. Which, I'll be honest, I am in the South, and sometimes I also don't understand Southern. Going to paint eventually, not today. Today we're just building, but we will be painting it, yeah. Glad to see Warmachine is getting loved again. It looks like Steamforge is doing a lot of work to bring it back, and it's really cool to see. So this is Atlas for the Chimera side of things. And then here is our big shark boy. This is Chum. So we built him a little bit ago. That'll be in the VOD if you guys missed that. This guy has way more pieces. That's my wrap up here between these two. This one was a much easier build. There were a lot of really big pieces for him. This guy was more little pieces. I am going to double check to make sure I got all the pieces. The instructions are actually online. So I'm using my phone to get the instructions. And I want to make sure I didn't miss any pieces. It looked like he was all on one sprue, which is awesome. But I just want to double check that I didn't miss anything. Because I accidentally went to like the next file at one point. But no, it looks like we're good. Got tail, got his little head fin. I think we're good for both of those. Yeah, you can see, if you guys are here for Chum, he is way less pieces. Way less pieces. I do want to do a little bit extra glue just for some of these gaps and to make sure he's going to stay together here. Three languages plus dialects plus regional accents. Can't understand each other either. Oh, it's 3 languages and then the dialect. Yeah. Yeah. UK has a fair amount as well. I think Southern is depending on how thick it is. I also have a hard time with it. I'm not gonna lie. It's also very slow, which I have a hard time with. The draw is very slow. Alright. I think we're good. I left a little bit of flash. Let me get that. Alright. That was kind of... I thought this guy would take longer. That was kind of what I had planned for the day. I'm trying to decide if should we go ahead and build like one more dude chat? That was all that I had intended to do today, but we definitely have some time if we want to build one more. Let me get the box. I think I know which one I would want to build, but I'll see what you guys think. I think if we were to build another, I really like this like captain guy. He's pretty cool. I feel like he would be my other choice to build. The other guys are very similar. They're very much like more of a unit. We could build the bird. I'm kind of, leaning this guy. I'm kind of 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 lea Pirate orc. I think, because the other option is, I guess it would be this guy. They're all very much trooper-looking dudes as well. There's this other big guy back here, though. I think I'm leaning this guy with the... I didn't even see the little monkey on his shoulder. Let's build him. Sounds like chat on board. Let me find him in my instructions here. Does anyone have any other questions about the box while we get set up for building some more? Foul blood. Okay, he's got a decent amount of pieces. We need sprue H. Okay. It is, so let me back up. Sorry. You came in as we were finishing. So we receive, thank you so much, Steamforge. Steamforge has provided a box of Shadows and Scum for us to check out. So that's what we are doing today. We have already built Large Shark Boy, and then we built Atlas. So this is everything that comes in the box. And if you guys wanted units and names and things, here are the cadres and the miniatures included with it. And then when you open it up, it's all the sprues and bases. And then there's also this sheet that has a QR code for the build instructions. So I'm actually building off my phone. So I scan the code and we're building off those. And then they do have a free app for list building, rules, and all that good stuff. So if you're interested, this all comes in that box, and that's what I'm working off of right now. And then they have their Discord and their community if you want to join those as well and get more into Warmachine. So that's what I've got. Let me find sprue H, and we'll build one more here before I break for lunch. I still have to get that protein shake down, though. You guys are about to watch me chug a protein shake. N, M, did I miss him? Or is he's on the sprue, isn't he? H, there he is. Watching Will and Slam go back and forth. Looking forward to more Warmachine Mondays. That's right. I've just completely, you know what? Magic on Wednesday, Warmachine on Monday. What even are letters? Chug. I know. I need to. Okay, let me clip out some stuff and then I'll get some protein. Americans are already known for speaking fast and loud, so that'll be expected. Perfect. I'm gonna fit right in when we make it over. H2. How are these compared to Conquest? Very similar. It's the nice hard plastic like you would get from Conquest or G-Dubs. I do like that they have the different letters, so it's been really easy to find what I want to build while we're building here together. That's been really nice. But yeah, everything's come together really nicely. The only problems we've had today are me. So it's that I'm not great at building. That's the only issue we've run into, is me. I'm the problem, it's me. Welcome back, Tesla Fridge. I'm trying to remember exactly when you left us. We built Atlas, so he's all together now. And then just in case, here is Large Shark Boy. And we've decided to build one more before I go get lunch. So that's what we've got so far. Southerners are told we speak too slowly. I'm gonna agree with that. There's plenty of slow accents in the UK. We're not an alien planet. You'll be fine. I think you're a little too worried about it, Will. I think you're gonna be okay. I think you're a little too nervous about it. It'll be all right. I feel like it's gonna be way easier than the trip that you just did. Oh, I was building the shark when I left. This guy had a lot more like bigger one-piece pieces. So like the wings were all one piece. He was way less pieces than the shark, so he came together a lot faster. I mean, yes, I'm a pro. Yes, that's what it is. Definitely not that he was less pieces. I'm that good. Wait. Remember in our experience, wait, in the elevator? You guys got elevator experiences? Now I have no reason to tell Cassie to not work on the UK trip. I don't know what to say. Oh, sorry. Sorry. One elevator ride down, there's a family in there with us. 2 teenage girls are talking about Taylor Swift or something. The mother got involved in the argument conversation. Uh-oh. Noob says, Will, they're just trying to get you to let your guard down. That's when they steal your tea and claim you for the queen. But it's okay, because then you get, like, tea and biscuits or something. Pretty sure that's how it works. I'm ready to get, I'm ready to be taken. Taken in by our British friends. Okay, this is supposed to go here somehow. Ah, like that. The decibels generated during a normal conversation was incredible. World Traveler Cassidy wants to... Let me catch up here. Start dreaming up another trip. I think, Will. I think if she gets to do some of those, you get to do Milwaukee. I think you need to stand by it. And if you need to get her in here so I can say it to her, then yeah. I think especially... I'm just gonna say it. I think if you're funding the trip, you should get to pick where you're going. It's like they professional theater training project their voices. I don't know, they're so loud without trying to shout. I know that I get a little loud when I get excited, so I can't say anything. If I'm excited, I get pretty loud. And I don't mean to. I just do. Yeah, she can come to Milwaukee too. Milwaukee. Perfect. Have you told her it's Milwaukee? Pretty sure that'll be the deciding factor. 4. Got distracted. It's the obnoxious gene, thanks. I'm an incredibly loud person. Most people in my life has told me. It's not so much obnoxious as it's impressive. I'm just excited. I need everyone to know that I'm excited, to be excited with me. It's a culture clash of having such a loud conversation and a lift. Oh, it wouldn't happen here. That's fair. There are definitely times, like, where people are having a conversation where I'm like, I feel like that should be a little bit more in private. But it's kind of whatever. But I have Exalted's curse. Well, people will tell me things that I don't know why they're telling me these things. So I feel like it's a mixture of that, where it's like, I'm a bit more private than they are, but you know what? It's not completely, like, uncommon. I've never had to say, what was that, to an American after they say something. Alright, cool. So glad Scott gave us more glue to work with. That's so much easier. My old pot was definitely having some trouble. You don't talk until way later. There's levels of sighing and shaking your head before then. Be right back sounds good. Food is important. Alright, and then he gets his cool coat. So we need 1. Do you have some yummy food lined up, Will? Is it calzone time again? I made because I'm watching my calories, I'm doing low carb again. I made a meatloaf as meal prep, and I made a high protein mac and cheese. So that's what I've got for lunch. Ooh, you have a big sandwich waiting in the fridge? What kind of sandwich? I'm excited for my meatloaf. I know not everyone's a meatloaf fan. I love me some meatloaf. Typically hold out for lunch until after stream. See how I change with. You'll just have to eat with me, Jesse. We can have lunch together. That's my plan. Is to take a little break, play a little game, and then get back to some painting or gaming, whatever we're doing. We can be loud together if we get to Milwaukee. When you get to Milwaukee. I think if she gets her trips, you should get your trip. I'm just throwing it back out there. You should get your trip too. Meatloaf fan number 1 reporting. I love me a meatloaf. Speaking of like a nice like, I always think of Cracker Barrel as like a Midwest thing, but it's also in the South. On the way back from Adepticon, we stopped at a Cracker Barrel and I got their meatloaf and it was really good. And after like all the snacks and like not eating quite as much when we were at Adepticon, just a nice thing of meatloaf was really good. Got that and some veggies. Some kind of real food. Was nice. That's the most northern you've ever sounded. I always laugh when people like point out, because I know there's certain words, so I still have it, but obviously I don't hear it, but you should start playing in Milwaukee. Get the dates in the calendar. Yeah, you should. You got all this time now. I think it's going to be back in Milwaukee, and they gave the dates the other day, so I think you should do it. More like gross loaf. What? Meatloaf haters. I could never. I could never. Then they bought candy from Cracker Barrel. It's a nice little stop. Agreed. Oh my gosh. I can't believe my chat is anti-meatloaf. It's just compacted meat. What's not to like? I know, it's good. I like it. It's easy for me to meal prep. I make a loaf. I have like a slice and a half for lunch here. It's gonna be great. Put some veggies with it. I love meatloaf. Pour ketchup on that fang. That's right. Chat's missing out. They don't know what they're missing, may not. I don't know what they're missing. Meatloaf is just a log of burger patties. They can never make me hate you, Meatloaf, my love. Gonna end stream. And Steamforge is gonna be like, that was great. I'm glad you got to build stuff. But you like meatloaf, so it's over. Like, dang it. Wrap it in some bacon. I've seen people do that. I have not done the bacon meatloaf. Do I need to? Is this something I need to try next time? I do love me some bacon. I love Meatloaf the singer, but not the food. Missing out. Missing out. Spicers are just not good. Texture in loaf form is not good. Too well done. Not a fan. I feel like you've had bad meatloaf. I feel like you've just had bad meatloaf. Give something firmer. What's up, Ace of Mine? I didn't. Meatloaf was so divisive. Yeah, I know. People don't. Sometimes people don't like it. It's kind of like cottage cheese. Whenever I mention I'm doing a lot of cottage cheese on my diet, I usually get the side eye from some people. Oh, the bacon. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. Just a little bit different texture. Meatloaf should be juicy, not dry. Yeah, I feel like you got just overcooked meatloaf. Meatloaf should be dripping, absolutely drenched. Gushing meatloaf only. Dry meatloaf is wrong, yes. I don't know about gushing, but dry is wrong. Cottage cheese is great. I love cottage cheese. That's been such a good snack here as I'm watching my food. So great. Ooh, cottage cheese and veggies. That does sound good. The other snack I'm excited about, and I got some apples to go with it, is Slam brought over this peanut butter that's really good. I'm going to do some apples and peanut butter on a day where I can budget it in. With a buttload of, I love pepper on cottage cheese. Yum. What's your recipe? Meat, Worcester sauce, saltine cracker crumbs, ketchup. So with the low carb, I actually do a lot of Parmesan cheese in with it. And a little bit of almond flour. Then the sauce I can't pronounce. And then like garlic and onion and seasonings. Of course it's divisive, it's food. This chat's got a riot about it. It is something we do very well, yeah. Jesus, chat. And from Will, noob. Not even chat, just Will. Panda, thank you for the bits. I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm glad we can fight about meatloaf today. I'm like, oh man, it's gonna be so cool. We've got like a hashtag ad stream. We're fighting about meatloaf. I love streaming. We know the only Scott's opinions are valid. Scott also doesn't like meatloaf. Wow. Check the mean man. Hello. How are you today? We're building some Warmachine. What you up to? And arguing about meatloaf. That's what you've come into. You are now caught up. Okay, let me get his head facing the right way. Here we go. This and then hat. Yes. Why does that look like a weird angle? Hold on. Oh, because it's a different angle than I was expecting. Not a weird one. It's like to the side. The point is in front. I was trying to put it on the side. Okay, there we go. Panda, thank you so much for the bits. I appreciate it. For the giant bonk. Turkey and cheese. Dry turkey sandwich boy. I have 4 days off. I guess I could see if they need me to pick up any extra. What did we talk about, Will? Only if it's going towards Milwaukee. You can pick up extra if it's going to Milwaukee. Why am I getting bonked? Meatloaf is fine. Warmachine grabbed my attention at Adepticon. I've already bought enough plastic, but at that point, it's dangerous, isn't it? What all did you get? If you don't mind me asking. I ended up getting a few kind of display models that I thought were really cool. Steamforge provided this, and I'm very excited. And then I picked up some Conquests, because we had been looking at Conquest for a bit. Alright. The other bit of the hat has the monkey on it. That's why. The Great Meatloaf Wars of 2025, that's right. I was here. Chuck also going in on Conquest. Bunch of Battletech, handful of display stuff. What did you do for Conquest? I know today's focus is Warmachine, but I'll show you what I was working on yesterday. Here is my Tengu that we started. So I need to get the rest of my stuff built. I started laundering a percentage of my extra income into a savings account simply for Milwaukee. Did I say laundry? I think that it should be built into your travel plans. You gotta stand up for yourself, Will. I'm gonna help you. You wanna go to Milwaukee? That should be in the plans. I'm gonna help. If you need help, I'm here. Also had one too many drinks and bought my first 40K models. Bought the new Euroni stuff, up my collection of Old Dominion, pre-owned lot of 100 Kingdom stuff. Heck yeah. Here we are, only getting one faction. You're coming in with with a few. We love to see it. That's awesome. What 40K did you pick up? Malort will do that to you. Thinking Cassie will have because she wants to hang out with Cass. I want to hang out with both. And I think that he should get to go where he wants to go. On principle. Did you know that a tostada is a pizza and a Crunchwrap Supreme is a calzone? That makes sense to me. Also, I really want a Crunchwrap now. How dare you? How dare you? Not had one in a bit. Sounds really good. All right. Okay, so arm. Hold on. Hat and arm connect. Okay, cool. Black Templars Combat Patrol. Let's go. Big Shark is done. Cake. We got Big Shark. And then this one was a lot less pieces. So I got Cool Dragon also. And now we're building the, like the captain with the sword pointed out. And the little monkey on his shoulder. So that's what I'm about to put on right now. Go get one with the Baja Blast. They have a Baja Blast with protein powder mixed in. Ugh. They do have a 0 sugar Baja Blast. It's great. I will do that when I go. Whoa. They're pretty fun. Once this is on, I'll show you the little monkey. You can kind of see him there. He's got like his little bottle. He's blowing fire from the little alcohol bottle. Finished shark. We finished the shark. We finished a dragon. And now we're getting our little captain together. It's this little guy. Let's see. We got a little jug at his waist as well. Get that in a second. He's blowing fire, yeah. Okay. Get that real quick, and that might be our last piece. That's all J, K, yeah. And between commissions and things, that's probably all I can work on in the immediate future, but have the rest to build here. How else, Will, if you go to Milwaukee, you can see all that live. Isn't that crazy? That was Big Flappy Boy compared to Shork. It was a lot less pieces. He was pretty quick. For a slow builder like me, it was nice. He was a lot less pieces. Okay, cool. That's lots right there. was trying to remember what you were talking about, Scott. You glowed it to Willia. I've kept it as a private treasured memory. A mental candle in these dark times. It keeps me going. Okay, got that. And then that, yep, I think we're all good. It's a fun mini. I like it. I like it. All right, chat. And with that, I think that's all we can get built today. And it's probably, obviously we want to take time painting these, so I think that's a good start with our box. So here is our last one, while Scott and Sam torture Will. Let's do a little wrap up here. So I just want to say thank you again to Steamforge for providing the box. Let me grab that so you guys can see. Do a quick little wrap up here. So we were working on Shadows and Scum, which is the new 2-player starter. In the box, if you want to see the full unbox at the beginning of the video, but it was the sprues, but then also this sheet for the instructions, and the app is also in there. So if you guys want to check that out, that app is free. And then we built basically the 2 big boys of the box. So here they are. Very cool. We'll get them primed and painted another day. And then we built our little captain too, which I think I missed his name. I think it just said Foulblood, with his little monkey companion on his shoulders. So that is what we worked on today. And Brad, thank you so much for lurking. Thanks for coming to hang out today. I appreciate it. Thank you, everyone, for coming to check it out today. Yeah, everyone say thank you, Steamforge. Thank you. It was really fun getting to check out some Warmachine, especially with the new kits and things coming to plastic. It's super exciting. Steam you, thank Forge. There we go, from Noob. So yeah, thank you, everyone. Tomorrow we'll be back to some more painting. Let me throw socials. Oh, Slam's ahead of me. If you want to check out socials, I will throw these guys on socials here after stream. YouTube, this will be going on as a VOD, but we also have video games and things that we've played in the past if you want to check those out. Some co-op shenanigans on there as well. And then Discord is our home away from home. So if you want to come hang out in between streams, get stream updates, all that good stuff, there is Discord. So thank you, everyone, for all the support, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.